Good evening, trading world. In lieu of what's happening today and the weakness that seems to persist in the market right now, I decided to do a special update, especially because I was looking for a dead cat bounce to kind of happen on Friday. But again, because of the persistent weakness that continues to have control of the market, I thought it would be very helpful to explain some things and give you the two scenarios that I'm looking at happening right now in the market. All right, I'm going to bring you both of those scenarios first, and then I'm going to go back and give you some things to look for that will kind of hint towards either scenario. All right, so I'm not going to go through and put everything up on the board, and because I'm doing this in the evening, I will be doing the levels for the futures in the morning. I will post those in the morning as normal. This evening, since a lot of people like for me to do this, and I don't get a chance to do it often, I will be using the levels, the actual levels that I have for the SPY itself. I'm not going to post all of the actual resistance levels. I'm going to just kind of point out some of the critical area and ranges for tomorrow. But below in the description, you will see all of the actual support and resistance levels for tomorrow. Scenario number one. What we're looking at, if we start pre-market and we have kind of pushed up or gapped up into the open, and we're continuing to push up, how the market acts between 551, this 551 area, 552 to 556 is going to be really, really important, because we open up, if we open up higher, and even though this isn't, I'm not lined up with the right time frames, but if we open and we're pushing higher, what we're looking for here is what could become a really, really bad and powerful rejection. So if we get one, into it, and two into it, which will likely, get a little bigger as time goes on, and we get another one up in here, midday, what we're probably looking at is going to be really, really powerful. We're going to get something to this effect where we get a rejection that is really, really strong. And it could continue down to this area, possibly all the way down to that 541, 538 area. If we get down to this point, some of the things that we need to be looking for that will clue us off in this area. If we have a maxed out AD line, if if over 85 to 90 stocks are positive versus the 10 to 15 stocks that are negative, this could begin to flip really fast. Another telltale that we need to be looking for, there's going to be a huge market cap stock that may be dragging behind everything, that may be negative on the morning, that will cause everything else to flip. Something like a Microsoft or Nvidia. And if this is dragging while we're up here and it doesn't improve, we could come in and see this really strong rejection. Once we get that rejection, it could happen, but we could see a pretty strong V-spike reversal. And that V-spike reversal is just going to get us back here, and we're going to kind of carry around this area the rest of the day or until close. So that's something that's really, really important, because if you thought that Tuesday we opened up with a bloodbath, tomorrow could be twice as worse. So I wanted everyone to be prepared and looking for that, with what to be looking for if that happens. Now, on the other end of that, what I've been looking at and talking about all week is a dead cat bounce. And one of the clues for the dead cat bounce is that overnight, all the way into pre-market, we kind of hit some lows, and then coming into pre-market, we start making some higher highs. And one of the things that we want to look for at the open is that we continue to make higher highs above the overnight lows. We may get a test that may bring us back down here, but it shouldn't be more than that one test. And we should see that consolidation continue to happen with higher highs and higher lows. And then at some point midday, we may get a takeoff. And that takeoff will probably continue all the way up until the close. So that's going to be that dead cat bounce, and some of the things to look for if that dead cat bounce is about to happen. Now I want to kind of go back and kind of clue you in on some things before the open of what we need to be looking for as well. All right, one of the reasons I'm doing this special update is one of the things I've learned from years of reading markets is crashes don't necessarily happen from highs or conditions of overbought. They happen from lows or conditions of oversold. We're usually watching midterm or intraday charts, looking at conditions of oversold, waiting for a bounce when they just never do. So here are key things to look for, along with the play-by-play on both scenarios, which I've already gone over. This is a portion of my worksheet, and what we're looking at right now is the term structure of VIX. And when I see the term structure look like this, and based on the VIX contracts that I'm keeping up with, this tells me that whatever storm that's about to hit, it should hit within the next 40 days. Some people call it backwardation and contango, but usually the further you go out into the future, the more unknown things are meaning more risk, which equals higher VIX further out into the future. But right now, the term structure VIX is showing more risk in the next 40 days. That's what this peak is right here in the next 40 days before it actually trails off and we kind of hit that backwardation. This is not normal. What usually is normal is for VIX to kind of look like this, like a continuous ascent. As things we get further out into the future, the more risk, the more unknown, the higher VIX is. So that's how things should usually look. So I wanted to bring that to your attention. And another thing that we want to keep a lookout for tomorrow, if we start gap up or we open higher tomorrow and VIX is still high and climbing higher, that is another sign that that midday drop may be about to occur. So these are things that I just wanted us to kind of be prepared for and look out for. It doesn't mean that that dead cat bounce won't happen, but in my mind frame of trading, I always have to have an if then do this. So I'm not locked into just one thing. So if we get that scenario where we reject at that 556 area and all of those things that I say line up, we could get that midday drop and I'm prepared. If we open up consolidating at lows, if that happens, then I am prepared for a dead cat bounce to actually take hold. So again, just wanted to be prepared. Like I normally close out these videos, it is important that you remember your most important job as a trader is to protect the capital you already have. You do this by knowing and understanding the risks you face in each position and in the current market conditions. We manage that risk in accordance with our account size. I hope this helps. Wishing you a positive trading day. Again, you can look below in the description and I will post all of the support, resistance, and critical levels for the SPY in this video. Thank you. Let's go out and have a wonderful trading day tomorrow. See you then.